Let's go! Oh shit, it's not going the way we wanted. Haha. That's why you play with them spreads, boy. Alright, let's go. Let's get into it. Let me show y'all how I do this shit, okay? Okay. Let me just start off the video with one thing. If you're like all uncomfortable, all nervous and shit like that about this kind of thing, like when this kind of deal would happen to you, that really just means, man, like, you know, maybe this isn't really the fucking game that you need to be playing. You need to really have no fear response in this fucking game. Yeah, like, I truly believe I wasn't born with one. That's why I crashed my motorcycle, and then I had to stop myself from going fast and crashing it on the way home, too. I'm a fucking idiot. But anyways, as you can see here, we got the Jamie Diamonds. I mean, Jamie got me today. Wow. Good job, Jamie. Touche to you. So, you know, gold was, like, making a great push this morning. I was like, oh, boy. Nice, nice, nice. But then JP Morgan, you know, they always got something to say about it. So, the manipulation candle, oh, my God. This is it. I mean, it got, you know, you could never actually think this shit's gonna go up for, like, you know, if this thing was really gonna run, this thing would already be at, like, $3,000 by now. I mean, you gotta understand, this thing's being punked. So, you know, you're gonna get crushed. The only way you're gonna trade up on gold and all this stuff is if, like, the manipulation, they want it to go up that week. Like, looking like the contracts, like, you know, Jamie's gonna lose money if this thing doesn't go up, you know. That, I mean, let's just be realistic. That's the upside on gold. And there's nothing wrong with that. Upside is upside. So here I am. You know, I get a decent start off to my morning. And then I see the Putin candle. You could go check out my last video where I saw it. I'm like, oh, dear. This really is Putin. You know, at first I didn't know. I thought it might have been Klaus Schwab. But no, that candle could only come from Putin. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they get all worried. But, like, that's why you got to pick contracts for long out. So what did I do? That's why I use my other phone. I'll show you. I'll show you the kind of how to withstand a beating like this, because I'm withstanding it. It's unbelievable. I'll probably go down right after this, but so when you're getting pounded right there, and that red line was where I really was thinking this bitch wasn't going under the red line. But also I needed to keep a close eye out on, like, silver itself. I always said that, you know, this is going to determine. And I like what I'm seeing here. I like it. Look at that. I like what I see. I mean, what's wrong with that? That's a McDouble bottom right there, boy. That McDonald's arches. But anyways, I mean, this thing should hit some. I mean, it might hit here, it might not. But there's someone buying it. So, what did I do? You got to tighten down your ratios. In these big moments, like right here, where I have this stop loss, you know, I've just learned that just cutting it right there is really not the best option. Because if you do cut it right there, you could regret it later. So you want to definitely wait for, like, a more substantial candle. Like a full 1 hour candle close underneath this line would definitely be something that would cause concern. I mean, it shouldn't sit out here for a whole hour. If you are correct, it really should not just sit underneath that level for a whole hour. Right now, it's a little bit below it. You know, it closed these two candles below it. You see? Those two closed below it. I want to see if a whole one ends up below this line, I'd be like, wow. But I have to take precaution and assume that that is what's going to happen. You got to back this bitch into a corner. So now I'm double dog daring this bitch to go down. Some more. So what did I do? You pick up, I call it, the semen is still on my screen, or, you know, that unidentified adhesive object. Back it into a corner here. So what did I do? I threw down on this put right here for next week. This bitch is eating today. No problem. Okay, so now I've got my ass covered at least a little bit next week. Okay, that's fine. Keep this one, but if this thing does pull a major reversal, the price of these contracts for Friday are going to go to hell. So you throw in a little order to dump one off at a higher price. Limit price, 80. So now basically what I'm doing is I'm backing it into a corner to get that bastard to sell. If that sells, it's going to fucking text me, okay? And if it texts me, then I'm going to reevaluate the situation and come back to this chart. And if that all happens, there's very likely chance that we close below this red line. That wouldn't be good. So, you got to this is where you have to let the operator decide. What are you worried about? Why are you wanting it to bounce? Let it do what it wants to do. It technically should bounce. But that's not my problem. That's Arthur's problem, or the operator. So all you can do is tighten down your ratios if you're hedging. If you're not throwing spreads, I don't know what to tell you at this point. So look at my ratio. It's about 250 to 1,000. That's a 4-to-1. No problem. That's conservative. That's when you're sitting there like Michael Vick. You're waiting. You just gotta wait and see what the operator wants. Panicking is, I don't see how that helps you. Now, one more line of defense. Like if you're just one of those, it's a natural thing to try to justify yourself in these situations. Like, well, damn, what about this triangle? What about this? When you start fishing for stuff like that, you're probably off. So this is as far as I'm gonna fish. I promise you. I'm not trying to make excuses. I did say it's not gonna go below that red line. It shouldn't even touch it. Here we are. It did. And I definitely knew in that case it would be because of the price of silver suffering. But as this moment happens, I'm seeing buying pressure here. Truly. So instead of selling this thing and giving up on it, what I did was I levered up my calls or my shorts. So if it breaks it, if it breaks this, it's gonna break it hard. When you get to these certain moments in time, it's like the operator, when he decides, he's gonna make it quick. He doesn't want everyone to know. He wants to make it quick out of these situations. So let's just go back to the original basis of the trade, which was the bullish divergences that we were seeing. And if you look at them, from this candle to here, we got this line, and we're kind of rubbing it up against that right now. That's kind of where that wick landed, which is kind of cool. Now, if it doesn't back off of this, and then we don't get some buy pressure right here, that means that, that's not good. That's just not good. Like it needs to open a 1 hour candle up if it's going to go up. I don't care if it goes up or down. At this point, I'm kind of deep into the waters with this trade, and today is kind of a wash. If it goes up, my calls are going to get crushed, but my short's going to recover. If it goes down, my call's going to go down, and my shorts are going to keep eating. This is a 4-to-1 ratio. This is what you do when you're backed into a corner, okay? So, I'm doing the best I can here. I'm withstanding this beating. Let me show you what I got. I'll show you exactly what I got going on. I want to be very transparent. That's the thing. If I miss, I miss. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh yeah, taking a bath more now. So, what do? You got to get back to this chart. You got to get back to it. What's going on? Do I need to add more shorts to this play, or are we okay? Okay, now, one thing that you could always look at whenever you're wondering what you should do is go just look at the bland-ass RSI. And you could use a 15-minute, you can use a 1 hour. The 15-minute would give a bull some hope here. This is kind of what you want to see. It's definitely tough to be shorting stuff like into this. I would rather just let this thing play out. If it pops up and rolls back over, maybe short it up in here. But you're right here. A 15-minute time frame suggests it's going to be a little bounce. I would just wait. If the operator wants it to go lower, it's going to go lower. You don't have to catch the right. It'll go lower. If it's going to go lower, it'll go lower. If it's going to go higher, it's going to go higher. These are the moments that define you. And this is why charts are good. This chart hasn't been perfect. But it's all about being able to control your emotions in these situations. You got to back it into a corner. Okay, if I'm really wrong in every single thing that I've said in these videos, when I've made it the whole basis, I saw nothing in the first place. I'm just obsessed with Silver Jr. yeah, I got better things to do, guys. I saw a bullish signal, okay? If it doesn't play out, it doesn't fucking play out. If it was a 100% guarantee, I would already be a millionaire. You just got to maintain, and in these situations, if it doesn't play out, the only thing you can ask for is not to take a huge bath. I'll show you. Let's see how bad I'm taking a bath right here. Hold on. $45. Okay, it looks terrible, but that's just because, I guess it's because I only trade with 2 Gs. I need to get back up to 2 Gs. I've always been withdrawing the fucking profits. It's brutal. Hold on. I wish I could show you here. Just so y'all motherfuckers know. It's hard to beat the biggest stock market, growth stock bubble of all time. But I've already pulled out 17 Gs out of this account, okay? I don't know what else to say. They don't make these percentages don't make any fucking sense to me. How did I pull out 18 Gs? I only put in like 6,500. Now it's telling me I'm up 110%. Who in the hell are these people, man? Unbelievable. I guess you know how they do it. They calculate how much you've made and just or how much you've, I guess, profited basis on, what you've put in. But see, I've made this money with new money. So it's not the same fucking thing. I was making it off of smaller increments, so it really doesn't do me any fucking justice. I pulled all my goddamn money out right there. Oh, fuck. Or maybe even I probably pulled it out right in there somewhere. Yeah. Wherever I had fucking zero is where I probably pulled it all out. Yeah, I was already out. I was all house money. So, anyway, that's enough about me. I'm out.